Welcome to today's video, where we'll be taking a closer look at the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin, a beautiful and classic piece of Australian currency that still captures the imagination of collectors today. This coin, though often found in circulated condition, holds great historical and cultural value. Its design, craftsmanship, and journey through time make it much more than just a simple piece of change. The 20-cent coin has long been one of the most recognized denominations in Australia's coinage system. Introduced in 1966 with the changeover to decimal currency, it replaced the old 2-shilling coin and quickly became an essential part of everyday Australian life. The 1980 issue comes from a fascinating era in Australian history. During this time, the nation was modernizing its industries, technology, and economy, and its coinage reflected the stability and national identity of a confident country. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This particular portrait was used from 1966 to 1984 and is easily recognized by the Queen's youthful appearance and the laurel wreath adorning her head. Around her image, the words Elizabeth II Australia 1980 are inscribed, representing both the nation's heritage and its connection to the Commonwealth. The precision of the design reflects the high minting standards maintained by the Royal Australian Mint. Turning the coin over, we find one of Australia's most beloved and distinctive coin designs, the platypus, created by designer Stuart Devlin, who was also responsible for the designs on many other Australian decimal coins. The platypus, a unique and fascinating animal found only in Australia, is depicted swimming gracefully through the water, surrounded by rippling lines that represent movement and flow. This design perfectly captures the spirit of Australia's diverse wildlife and natural beauty. The denomination 20 is bold and clear, positioned just above the waterlines, making it easy to identify at a glance. The combination of design and simplicity gives this coin an elegant balance that appeals to collectors and everyday users alike. In circulated condition, the 1980 20-cent coin often shows signs of wear, minor scratches, a softer shine, and small dents from years of handling. Yet these marks only add character, showing the journey of the coin through countless transactions and decades of use. The metal composition of the coin is 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a durable silvery appearance. This blend of metals resists corrosion, allowing many coins from this era to survive in good shape even after decades in circulation. Although the 1980 coin may not be rare, its historical significance makes it worth appreciating. It's a piece of everyday history that connects people to the past while still being part of modern coinage. Collectors often enjoy examining circulated coins like this because they tell real stories, stories of people, trade, and time. Each tiny mark or fade in the metal is part of its personal history. When you hold a circulated 1980 20-cent coin, you're holding a little piece of Australia's story, a coin that may have been used in shops, vending machines, or handed down through generations. The coin size, 28.52 millimeters in diameter, and its weight, 11.3 grams, make it one of the larger and more substantial pieces in Australia's coin series, giving it a satisfying feel in the hand. Because of its distinctive size and color, it's also one of the easier coins to recognize, even when worn. The silver tone, though faded with age, retains a natural beauty that shines softly under the light. Some coins from 1980 were also struck at the Royal Mint in London, due to high demand for coins in Australia at the time. These can have slight variations, though they are generally identical in design and composition. While there are no major errors known from the 1980 issue, collectors sometimes find minor die cracks, doubled strikes, or misaligned edges, all of which can make an otherwise common coin more interesting and valuable. In circulated condition, the 1980 20-cent coin might not have high monetary value, but its collectible worth lies in its charm, age, and the story it carries. Many collectors include it as part of a full-year set to complete their Australian coin collection. It's also a favorite for beginner collectors because it's affordable, easy to find, and visually appealing. The platypus design makes it instantly recognizable and uniquely Australian. The circulation wear often brings out different tones in the metal, shades of silver, gray, and even light coppery hues from oxidation, giving each coin a slightly different personality. If you're examining your 1980 20-cent coin, check the edges too. The coin has a reeded edge, giving it a textured feel that helps distinguish it from other denominations by touch alone. Though the coin is nearly half a century old, many examples still retain sharp details on the Queen's portrait and the platypus design. This speaks volumes about the mint's quality and the durability of the alloy used. When viewed under good light, the ripples around the platypus create a beautiful play of shadow and reflection, showing just how much thought went into even the smallest details of the design. For Australians who grew up in the 1980s or 1990s, coins like this one bring back memories of childhood, pocket change, school canteens, and everyday purchases made long before digital payments took over. In many ways, this coin is more than just money, it's a time capsule. It represents a period of growth, innovation, and pride in Australia's natural heritage and craftsmanship. Collectors today continue to appreciate the 1980 20-cent coin not just for its design, but for its connection to an era when craftsmanship and symbolism were equally valued. Whether you find it in a coin jar, receive it in change, or spot it at a coin fair, this small piece of metal tells a story that stretches back decades and continues to this day. So the next time you come across a 1980 Australian 20-cent coin in circulated condition, take a moment to admire its beauty, its design, and the journey it has taken through time. It's not just a piece of silver-colored metal, it's a tiny ambassador of Australia's culture, art, and history. Even with its scratches and worn shine, it remains a proud symbol of a nation and a treasure worth keeping.